Smiles Television Talk Show. When you come back.
This is Nicole Pleggy, Communications Specialist with Touchette Regional Hospital in Centerville, Illinois. Today, Smiles TV will spotlight our Start Now Breast Cancer Awareness Services program. Start Now is a community-based program that provides groundbreaking breast cancer education and patient navigation services. We thank Smiles TV for giving us the opportunity to share our services with their audience.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Healthy Smiles, sponsored by Touchette Regional Hospital. I'm sitting here with Deborah Custer, and she's going to help us understand the importance of getting mammograms and talking a little bit about her department. Thank you again, Deborah, for coming to Smiles Television Talk Show.
Thank you for having me.
You know what? It's a pleasure sitting here. And first, before we get into the meat of the interview, I want you to just share a little bit about your background and your department and exactly what you do.
Well, my background is in human services, and the name of the program is the Start Now Breast Cancer Program here at Touchette Regional Hospital. We have been here since 2008, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And we have been serving the East St. Louis, St. Clair County, Madison County, and Clinton County since that time.
Okay.
And our main purpose and job is to make sure that women are getting their mammograms, first of all. And we do what they call a complete comprehensive package, which means that like yourself and other women that we meet in the community or wherever we are at, to make sure that they are up to date on their mammography services. And then if they are, great. If they are not, then we find it our way into their lives to make sure that that happens, as well as keeping them from the screening through the diagnoses, and if treatment, if necessary. And so that's what we've been doing now since 2008.
You know, I love the name. It's called the Start Now program. Tell me a little bit about the name of the program and what it means to us and to the department itself.
Basically exactly what it means. Start now. You're never too late and you're never too early. Meaning that when it's time right now, they're still recommending mammograms to begin at the age of 40.
Okay.
So that means 40 and over, you need to have your mammogram. And they are still recommending mammograms yearly, because we need to make sure that we are staying on pace to making sure that we're maintaining a good breast health for women and men. As we mentioned earlier while we were off air, that men also get breast cancer. It's not as likely and as common as women, but men also do get breast cancer. So part of our campaign is as well, when we're in the community, educating the community to make sure that men are aware that they also can get breast cancer.
Wow, that is a good point, because that's something I would not have thought about. And even for myself, I told you and I shared with you that I'm a little bit behind on getting my own mammogram. So for a person like me who's reluctant to come in, what do you do to help encourage those individuals?
First of all, we make sure that you are educated, that you have the information that you need. And we all know that life plays an important role in what we do, meaning it's not that you were neglected, it's just that some things took a little bit more priority than others. And so my job then would be to step in and make a way for your priorities just to be shifted just for 30, 40 minutes to make sure that you can get this service done. Because 20 or 30 minutes out of your time for that day, opposed to maybe 18 months or 2 months of treatment. And depending on how early we catch it, if something happens, the sooner and the better, and your recovery rate would be.
And you know, I like you already, because you told me I was not negligent. It's just a matter of prioritizing. You have a great way with words. You know, but I'm just grateful that you've taken time. But I want to ask this: when a person comes into your department, what do they see, and what's the process?
Well, the process can be different things. Meaning, as for example, if I get a referral from one of the primary cares or OBGYNs and they come to my office, then at that time they are introduced to one of our navigators. And one of the navigators then will have a one-on-one consultation with that patient, letting them know that the mammography services are due. We have the order from the provider, schedule that mammogram service for that patient, and if that patient should need transportation, and if that patient comes to me uninsured, then it's our job again to find out what avenues that we have available to make sure that that woman can still get her mammogram. Because there are several different avenues available for mammography services, not only through the states of Illinois and Missouri. Illinois, we have the Illinois Breast and Cervical Cancer Program, as well as in Missouri, it's the Show Me Healthy Women's Program.
Okay, if people want to make contact with you or someone in your department, how do they do that? And if you will, look at this camera because that's your audience. Tell them how to make contact with you.
Well, I can be reached at 618-332-6133, or I can be reached at D Custer, and that's DCUSTER at touchette.org.
I want to do this one more time because quite often when we say give your contact information, people are not quite ready and they are scrambling around for a pencil or pen. So I'm giving you the opportunity right now. Go get a pencil, go get a pen and a notepad and write this number down for Touchette Regional Hospital because it could just save your life. Once again, your department and how they may make contact with you.
The department is the Start Now Breast Cancer Program. My phone number is 618-332-6133, or I can be reached at dcuster at touchette.org, and that's DCUSTER at touchette.org.
That's fine, and I understand that
I'm sorry, go ahead.
For your program, you need funding.
Yes.
And so we have an individual who's here who can tell us about the funding source and even a little bit about their organization. But you tell us first with whom we're going to speak next.
Well, first of all, we're going to be speaking with Helen Chestnut, the Executive Director of Greater St. Louis
Komen
organization. And Komen has been in from our existence. Meaning is that in 2007 2008 that they did experience that there were a lot of women in our community that were dying from breast cancer. And they said, maybe we can help. We said, sure. So we've been in partnership with them, and they have been funding our program since 2008. And so far, we also are funded through a program called Avon Breast Care Foundation. And with those two foundations funding us, over the last close to 10 years, we've served over between 15 and 16,000 women.
Wow, that is excellent.
In between St. Clair County, Madison County, and Clinton counties.
Wow, that is something else. And I want to thank you for taking time to be on Smiles Television Talk Show. And when we're going to take a quick break, and we'll bring on a representative from the Komen St. Louis organization. You look like you want to say one more thing. Go ahead, that's fine.
Start now, get your mammogram, give me a call.
Wow. Start now, get your mammogram, give her a call. And I'm going to do the same thing. And one more thing, this is so important. When you come back to Smiles TV Talk Show, if you get the opportunity.
I definitely would.
Okay, you got to put a smile behind that.
Definitely would.
Thank you again, and God bless you, and thank you for spending time. Don't go away, we're coming back with a representative from Komen St. Louis. Keep smiling. Welcome back to Smiles. We just finished talking with Ms. Custer, who told you to get in contact with her to schedule your mammogram. And I'm going to do the same thing. And you have me on tape. Right now, I'm sitting here with the one who funds that service for you. I'm sitting here with Ms. Chestnut from the Susan G. Komen Foundation in St. Louis, Missouri. Thank you for coming to Smiles.
Well, thank you for having us.
You know what? You're the executive director. I know you're busy, and so we're going to get right to it. First, tell us a little bit about your background and why you are here.
I actually started as a volunteer for Susan G. Komen, Missouri many years ago because numerous of my friends were being diagnosed, and I am friends with strong women who think they can do everything on their own. So I needed somewhere to put my energy, so I started volunteering with Komen, Missouri. Once you start volunteering for that organization, they just bring you in. And so 10 years later, I am the executive director of the organization. I was diagnosed with breast cancer along that path in 2006, which just makes me even more passionate about the cause of making sure women in need get the help that they need through programs like the Start Now program here at Touchette, and also to help fund the cures. And so Susan G. Komen, Missouri is 38 counties, 7 on the Illinois side, which Touchette covers a group of those counties, and then 31 on the other side of the river. But our whole goal is to make sure those in need get the help that they need for their breast health care.
And you know what? I'm familiar with Susan G. Komen, and many people are, but just for the sake of to make sure everyone is abreast, please tell us how that foundation started.
It was actually a promise between two sisters, Susan G. Komen and her sister Nancy Brinker. Susie was diagnosed at a very young age. She had two small children, 10 and 7, and they didn't believe she had breast cancer because of her age. So it was very late stage by the time she was diagnosed with it, and she asked her sister Nancy to help anyone that she could so that they would not have to go through the same struggles for a diagnosis that they had. So after Susie passed away, Nancy started the organization of Susan G. Komen with a box of names and $200.
Wow.
And that organization has been in existence for 37 years. And they have truly been on every cusp of scientific research. Any discovery since about 1982 forward, Komen has been a part of that.
$200.
$200.
37 years ago. And now
box
you're
of
funding programs such as the Start Now program at Touchette Regional Hospital.
Yes.
How did that transpire? How did that come about?
We actually do a community profile, which we look at all the data. You know, our life is data driven these days, and so we do a community profile where we try to find the most critical needs in our service area. And we realized very quickly that on this side of the river, there is a distinct high risk in women of color. And when we looked at that, we said, okay, who is our best partner that can help us address that need? And that's when we approached Touchette and Deb and said, okay, what can we do? How can we help? Because it is a community partnership. It's not two different organizations. It is all of us acting as one, because that's the only way we're going to get anything done, is if we collaborate. They looked at the needs, said, we are here, we are willing to work in the trenches, and that's what they do.
Wow. That is excellent. And Nicole Pledgey, who's the communications contact person that we had with Smiles TV, she said we have to get the funder on here. So they're so thankful for the services and the dollars that are sent into the project here in the area.
Well, these ladies will go into the community and go places where a lot of us will not go. They knock on doors, they find that patient who may have had a mammogram the year before but have ignored it this year. They will go and get her and keep her in the system. It is so important that once you are in, once you get that mammogram, that you stay, so that you are getting checked out every year, so that if you are diagnosed, that your prognosis is a good one. These women walk with you.
Wow.
It's not about walking alone, it's walking with the tribe.
If there are other individuals who are interested in making contact with Komen St. Louis, how can they do that?
They can do it a couple of different ways. They can call our office, which is 314-569-3900, or they can also email me at hwc@komenmissouri.org. If there is no reason a woman goes without breast health, there just isn't. We have partners not only with Touchette, but if there's something that Touchette can't take care of, the discussion between our navigators at the different organizations, they talk to each other and they make sure that woman is taken care of.
That is excellent. And if people are a little afraid to, how do you encourage people to?
I always say, so a mammogram is not the most comfortable thing in the world. We hear people complain and they use that as an excuse. But I always say that 10 minutes of discomfort can mean a lifetime. And when we say that we take care of, what we do as women is we take care of everybody else, whether it's our children, our family, our husbands, whatever. We take care of everybody else before we take care of ourselves. But this is one thing that you can do to take care of yourself that will make such a huge difference in your life later. The earlier it's detected, if it's detected, is the most important piece.
Wow.
So take care of yourself because who then will take care of those men in our lives,
That's
seriously?
I hear the passion in your voice, and congratulations and glory to God for being a survivor.
Thank you very much.
One more time, if you will, give that phone number and contact information.
Just please feel free to call Susan G. Komen, Missouri at 314-569-3900. It's a small staff, but we're a mighty staff. Or you can email me at hwc as in Charlie at Komen, Komen, Missouri.org.
And Touchette Regional Hospital wanted to bring you in to say thank you. And Smiles Television Talk Show says thank you. And will you come back?
Absolutely.
Okay, we have 3 cameras, and she said absolutely. Thank you again.
You are
God
welcome.
bless you.
Okay, well since this is just, okay, we do 4 standard views. We're going to start with the right breast. Okay.
Hi, ma'am.
Okay, okay, let's get you in. Okay, and arm down by your side. Yes, ma'am. Let's get you going. Okay, so let's get you to turn your face to your left.
All the way.
Get up. Okay, let's level you out. Let's turn your body straight ahead. There we go. And we're going to rest your hand here. There you go. So let's get you to square your shoulders back. I'm just going to pull back a little bit on the right side. Okay, so we'll go down with compression. Okay, how's that? Great. Okay, that's our first view for her right side. Then we would come back and we would take our picture, you know. I would ask Miss Anita to hold her breath. Don't breathe, don't move. Then we would take our picture. Once the picture is taken, then the paddle will release the breast, as you see there. Breast being released. Then we'll go up to the next view. The paddle is designed to kind of like form to the shape of the breast, so that, you know, it's not like hard when it goes down. So yeah, it is supposed to be, it is flexible. It does give a little bit. Okay, the next view, this is our oblique view on the right side. We angle, our standard angle is 45 degrees. Go ahead and lean forward, there we go. And our goal here is, we're looking for the lymph nodes, which is in the area right here, like in our underarm area. Right in through here we have lymph nodes. So the doctors also like to view those and make sure that there is not swelling or anything with the lymph nodes. So we angle, for most people, 45 degrees. Rest your arm very gently. Okay. I'm going to ask you to bend your right knee just a little bit. Bending her right knee also helps all this up here to relax so that it's easier to work with. Okay. Compression in this angle is from the just below the collarbone. How you doing? Good? Great. Okay. Again, I'm going to ask you to hold your left breast back just a little bit so it's out of view. All the way back. Okay, and again, we'll take another picture. Hold your breath. The machine will take the picture, and then once it's done, again, it will release. And then we'll go on to the next view. Go ahead, take a tiny step back. Now we're going to switch, and we're going to start with the, we're going to angle to the left side. Not only are we looking at the lymph nodes that rest under the underarm, tiny step forward, okay, lean, okay, drop your arm, then you keep your elbow good, flexed, you drop. We're also looking at the fold underneath the breast, relax, 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 drop your knee, thank you lady. And again, let me know about if it's too tight or uncomfortable for you. Okay, and again, hold your breath and release. Another area that this view takes into account is the area below the breast, right in here, kind of like from your sternum and the underside also, because that's a prominent area for cancers maybe to show up. So, okay, and then our fourth view again, we're back. She's full circle in here. Okay, and again, this is our front view. Okay, tiny step over just a little bit.
Right or left?
Right. Shoulder back just a little bit. Again, here we go. This is our CC view, what's considered the CC view. It's very close to the chest wall. Hold your breath again. Yeah. And release. And those are the 4 standard views for the mammogram.
It's not a bad feel at all. It's not. It's not as bad as you think, honestly. I mean, if it was on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd put it at a 1. And I think it may just be based upon the size of the breast itself as to how they have to position everything, but I would give it a 1. It's not bad at all. It's once the paddle is down, it's locked into place. 2 or 3 seconds after hitting the key, it's released.
And you have a male asking that question, so he has no idea, but for you to say that.
But men have breast cancer as well.
Thank you for tuning in to Smiles Television Talk Show. Tune in every Monday. You do not want to miss a show. Keep smiling. You look better when you smile. And remember, only what you do for Christ will last.